Hey, what's up? It's Frank here from Data Driven, the podcast where we explore the emerging fields of data science, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. I'm here at the AI Summit in New York, and I did promise I would interview someone very cool, and I got someone even cooler than I thought possible, Mark Tabladillo.
Hi,
So
Mark Tabladillo here.
He's been a guest on the show, and you are now nominated for some award here at the show, right?
For this conference, nominated AI Innovator of the Year.
Very cool.
It's a very cool conference. Honored to be part of that process, and we have about 5,000 people here at this conference. Microsoft's a sponsor here for this event. We have a team here of several dozen, including the two of us.
Yeah.
And of course, the two of us have been, also working with the past data science virtual chapter.
That's right.
That's another thing we've been doing, promoting AI and machine learning.
Cool. Yeah, it's a great group. If you're not part of it, how do you go? Go pass.org.
Yeah, pass.org. So what data science I think it's datascience.pass.org.
Okay, go check it out. It'll be in the show notes. If we're wrong, or even if we're right, I'll make sure it's in the show notes. But what's actually interesting is we had a really great conversation about the nature of knowledge and information.
Right.
And you were at a talk this morning. I heard Julie something.
Right. We're talking about data sources.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, it was this woman who's a VP level, and she gave this slide where she showed her 7,500 data sources. It was just an artistic slide. It was not done by any technical tool, but she wanted to illustrate how much data was coming into her organization. It was just a line graph, and then basically just had groups. I think she had 7 groups for these 7,500 sources. So for someone of her level, this is where they're thinking about what are the data sources that are coming in to the organization. As we were beginning to we'll probably have more to say about this.
Oh, absolutely.
This is an area right now that we feel is burgeoning. It's the area of natural language processing. But it speaks to a more important thing, and I'll share with you what I've been telling people about search. I feel right now, search may be the #1 use of the internet in terms of a use, in terms of a function. So we have search engines, but pretty much every type of app, where we're looking for products, or whether people are looking shopping, or they're looking for something even inside a website, they're searching for something. And we have technologies from Microsoft that help people do that with these chatbots. And now we have a more full product in our Azure Cognitive Search, which helps people build large-scale search engines. But the challenge, I think, now is marrying the technology with the use cases. And Frank and I were just starting to have a casual conversation today about how search has become such a natural thing, not just today, but historically we were talking even about what was it meaning to grow up and how do we find information. When you think about that, why are we thinking about this question? Because this is where the new ideas are going to come from, and also it's going to make people believe that search is actually a very natural human activity, something that people do in their casual life, not just in the corporate world, but they're doing it all the time, and it's going to drive the most sophisticated hardware and software solutions. So I'm very excited to be in that space, and also excited to see what many of the people watching this podcast are going to want to build themselves.
No, we had a great conversation. We were talking about when you wanted to. I lost my laptop charger last night. I lost during the day, and I found out around 10 o'clock, and I freaked out because I didn't know if I would need my laptop today. So first thing I did was I searched on my phone using my voice, hey, where's the nearest open store that would sell this? That's not exactly what I phrased it. Where's the nearest Best Buy? Oh, they closed 5 minutes ago. Where's the nearest Walmart? And it told me. And that's just search. But in the olden days, if you watch the Breaking Bad movie, El Camino, I don't know if you watch Breaking Bad, but basically there's a scene where he grabs a phone book and looks for a vacuum cleaner store. There's a whole story why it was a vacuum cleaner store. But that was the first time I've seen a phone book in a while. And a phone book is a form of search, right? It's an index of all the phone numbers. We were talking about physical encyclopedias.
Correct.
I mean, you're right. I mean, search is a natural thing that people do.
It's a natural thing, and we see phone books, and even in the old days when we were growing up, it was There were note on-screen guides, and even today, now when you go on cable and you see the on-screen guide, you're going down the list of maybe up to several hundred choices now people have for programming. What are we doing? We're searching.
Right.
Even if it's on-demand programming, same type of thing. So search is a very natural thing. It's already out there even without AI. And now the question is, and the question we are answering now in working for Microsoft, what does AI add to the already natural search experience?
That's a good way to put it. I got a Fire TV as kind of an early Christmas gift, and you can just press the button and tell it what you want to watch.
Wow.
Which, we don't have to scroll through that list anymore, which I think is it's a great example of mapping AI on top of that and kind of chaining it all together. So it's a great field and a great time to be in. And even when we were talking about the past virtual summit, in my head I was going to say, you can probably go to the past website and search for it. Right, so it's not just about Google; it's about everybody having their own little search engine.
Right. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Right, and I think we're going to see that. So we're going to see people who want to be information workers, and let's say we were talking about this earlier. Let's say somebody reported to that woman who's a VP. She's got 7,500 data sources. She's going to be looking for managers who can take out some chunk of that, several hundred, maybe even several thousand, and come up with strategy. What is the strategy for those sources? Where are these coming from? And how are we going to monitor how these are being used, how are they being delivered? It's not just a matter of storage. We know storage is already out there. The question is the information, the relevance, and putting it in front of the right audience, figuring out who that audience is and what they want to know and in what frequency and what season of the year. All these types of questions that we feel are going to be the business type conversations that are going to drive the natural language processing. It's not just going to be people talking to a phone, and we can do this right now. Just talk to the phone and take speech to text. That's very interesting, but what is it going to mean at scale? What's it going to mean at scale for these organizations? These are going to be the places where there are going to be some great careers.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, and always a great conversation. Andy and I have got to get you on a show for real where we can go deep onto this. So you have a great day, and I'm signing off from the Java Center in New York City at the AI Summit.